Hello. I gotta get my captions up. Hang on 1 second. I'm gonna jump right in because I was late today. But how is everyone doing? Oh boy. Okay. We're just not gonna do the bangs today. I'm not doing it. Hi, Javi.
Hi.
Welcome in, Grayscale 267.
Hi.
I need to fix the placement and everything of that boy. I do love I love my best friend Kirby. But welcome. Hope everyone's doing well. I tend to avoid the songs with lyrics because it's just distracting when I'm trying to talk to y'all. But yeah, how was everyone's Wednesday? I was pretty busy today, but I got a lot done, including some playlists for folks who have donated to my chair fund, which Javi, I messaged you on Ko-fi, so let me know if you want me to make you a playlist. That's what I've been doing for folks. Thank you again. It's my first time playing Undertale. If you're new to the stream, please, no spoilers. If you do a spoiler, I will ban you. Not cool. Not cool. So we played last time. And I don't know how far. Where did we leave off? Oh, I think we just got past the dog marriage part. I know. Hopefully we can keep avoiding them. Well, I'm new to gaming. I am not. I wasn't allowed to play games as a kid, even though I know it came out like way later than I was already an adult when it came out. But I've only recently really gotten into gaming. So, right? I know. I wish that as a society, like, we could just agree to protect things for people. You know, I want everyone to have their first experience with the whatever the thing is. Like, I want people to have that special thing. Like, 'cause there are so many things that I wish I could have the first experience again, and I can't. So I don't want to take that from somebody else. Grayscale, what should I just call you, Grayscale or Gray, or what would you like to be called? Please. And if you are comfortable sharing your pronouns, please let me know. But you said I only just bought PS4 this year, so I get that. I'm getting more into actual gaming. Nice. That's awesome. What have you played so far that you've enjoyed? Oh, I just ate Taco Bell, so I'm like very full. I just ate Taco Bell and watched Dragon Ball, the original Dragon Ball. Gray, Grayscale, Valor. I don't mind between those three, and she, they. Awesome. Cool. Probably stick with Gray. And thank you for sharing your pronouns with me, friend. I love Dragon Ball so far. As long as you skip one terrible episode, then you're golden. But I'm enjoying it so far. I think we'll probably jump into the game because I want to get as much done as I can. Turn off my music here and get the game going. Played Genshin Impact and Immortal Phoenix Rising, but I have a Switch I play a lot on too. Nice. I also have a Switch. I think the game that got me into gaming was Skyrim. When I graduated college, I moved in with my partner, and they introduced me to Skyrim. And that was the first game that like really sucked me in. But yeah, now I just want to game all the time. I'm gonna switch here. I'm gonna make myself a circle as we do, and I'm gonna try not to. I tend to get very focused on a game and then like move around. So I'm gonna try not to do that. I tend to be, yeah, that should be okay. Okay, let's go. Hey, Jazzy, how are you tonight? Gray says, I've been playing Pokemon for years and would play on my Wii, but now I'm actually getting into games more. Hades is a personal favorite. I love Hades. It should still... Hello? It's not showing up, huh? Ooh, we finished work early. Capture a specific window. We're working on it. Luckily, we saw this yesterday, but I can restart if we want. In fact, maybe I should. Just see if it works. Why? I love getting off work early. I worked late today, which is why we're starting a little bit late. And I never tweeted that I was live. Someday. Someday I'll have everything ready to go. Should probably put my link. Bear with me, folks. Here we go. Let's see. Hi, Lyrica. No worries. We're just trying to get the game going. For some reason, it does not want to show the game. It should. Also going to turn the game audio up a little bit more. Shout out to Look It's Lyrica. If you're not following Lyrica, I don't know what you're doing. Wonderful friend and mod. Where's the game? Game, please. Please? Okay. Perfect. Thank you, friend. I don't know why it doesn't want to show up. Yeah. But it should be showing up. Hi, Erin. I'm doing well. How are you? Just trying to get the game up and ready. Maybe once yeah, maybe I'll have to do that. Well, we'll enjoy the music while we go, and I can restart it. Determination, Jazzy. That's what it tells you when you save your game. You know. Window. There we go. It's so small. There we go. Now I just have to be in front of it. How weird. Ta-da! We did it. But yes, how is everyone doing? Shout out also to my dear friend Erin. E-Boss. The boss of our hearts. The way that I so frequently hover over the stop streaming key, why? Why are we doing this? Please don't. Yay, Jazzy. I got both of my pieces of merch already. I'm so excited. You're welcome. I love the music in this game. I mean, it is very beloved and legendary. And memed for a reason. I'm very bad at this game, so be prepared. You know, I've shared that I haven't been playing games for super long in my life, and I am definitely very new to PC games. So you have to do, excuse me, you have to do a lot of arrow key movement, and I just not used to that. Oh wait, we don't need to go there. No, we want to continue. Springtime, back to school. Okay, I guess it already will know that I want to be in full screen. It doesn't know that I want to be in full screen. Remember, Jazzy, no spoilers. No spoilies. I mean, it's fine if it's not in full screen for y'all, but for me... See, knowing that dog will never give up trying to make the perfect snow dog, it fills you with determination. How come it didn't give me the option to be full screen? Sorry, y'all. I don't know. I'm gonna try again. I'm not sure. Great. No. Thank you for the lurk, friend. Oh, F4. That's right. Thank you. That was for me. Thank you. That's much, much better. Again, you know what? I'm going to write that down. I'm like a grandmother. Yeah, it's random every time, Jazzy. It's just a random number generator. So it depends on how many berries do you have today. So it's different every time. Because while you're not watching my stream, you are picking berries, I assume. Gray says, gotta go hang some washing out. It's been fun being an adult. Oh yeah, it's so fun being an adult. Nobody took your berries. Ooh, Gray. It could be lower. Luckily, it's not. All right. It scared me. Steam was like, we weren't able to sync your saves. It might not work. It's like, can we not? Hello. What is this? What does that say? Aware of dog. Please pet dog. No problem. You got it, game. Hello. This dog is staring blankly into the snow, waiting for it to turn into art. It's true. When you're an adult, you can do adult things. You can buy candy whenever you want. That's an adult thing I do frequently. Well, dog, I love you. Who are you? Who's this cool cat? That dog considers itself an artist, but doesn't ever know what to create. Bought a donut? Yeah. When I was a kid, I would not have really known where to get a donut. Like a good donut. Yeah. As adults, we gotta treat ourselves when we can. Doesn't ever know what to create. Same. Probably doesn't help that its brain is the size of a piece of kibble. Well, no, now. That's rude. That's rude. Alright. Bye. See ya, I guess. Ugh. Oh. Will I fall off? What's a long john? What? I would also like to know what kind of donut that Gray got, but you know, wee. Just a chocolate glaze with sprinkles. Ooh, delicious. Classic. I love it. Oh, I've made an error. Yeah, see? All right. Let's think about this. What's down here? I don't know what a long john is. It's probably like a regional name for something, right? Describe the long john to me. I'm regretting growing my bangs out already. I have a job interview on Monday, and I'm like, how am I supposed to make these look normal? Oh, okay. Yeah, I know what those are. We just don't call them that. We just call them bars. I love what's happening over here. It's a snow papyrus. What happened to snow sands? It's a lump of snow with the word sands written on it in red marker. Yeah. Yeah. I know what that is. And they're like different flavors. Like you can get chocolate or maple. Right? So the last one I need to do is this one. Because it's right in line with the button. Well, I don't know if what we're talking about the same thing. Because I'm thinking of ones that are like, I don't know, that big. That are either chocolate or maple or sometimes they're just plain. But I also get the smaller ones that are like an old-fashioned donut. And they're like buttermilk bars. So it's glazed, it's not iced. You know? Am I making any sense? All right. Puzzle time, baby. Ooh, or I could do all of those and then go to the... I have a new strat. Let's try this. Bam. Oh. Well, I didn't know you could fall off the edge. Lyrica says, Peter loves old-fashioned donuts. I also love old-fashioned. But Lyrica says, I'm a plain glazed them myself. Secret tunnel. Yeah, indeed. We did find another secret tunnel. I thought about making that alert, and then I just simply didn't. Stop. Ugh. No. No. At least it stays, at least it, oh no, it resets every time. Okay. Oh boy. It wasn't in my head for a couple days. Yeah. Well, now it will be again. So I'm sorry about that. I'm not sure what to do. Can I... I wish I could do like a quick turn. Because if it was me, Kate, I could ice skate easy. No problem. Oh no, you're scared. Oh, because it's on the stream deck. Oh no. Just for you, Jazzy. It's these middle ones that are so tricky. Okay, let's try. Nope. Well, Okay, okay, okay. Oh, but I already messed up because I did the middle. See, I can do it. But then there's no way for me to get to the button. No. Okay. Ooh. You want to dye your hair green? That was on my list of options to dye my hair. Ultimately, I did not go that way. I think the poll was, it turned into pink? Was what it was? This is tough. Yeah, nope. Boom. Ruined it. Okay, let's see. We start at the top. I like this, like, winter song. Did I do it? Woo! Yes. Yes. I was like, this is hard. And then I did it. Hooray. Why do I have snow on my head? The boy. What's up? What's that? Something's watching me. Say, are you following me? I mean, kind of. I mean, what else am I supposed to do? Uh-oh. Ooh. Gift trot. Some teens decorated it as a prank. That's not cool. Thanks, Jazzy. I don't like that. Don't put any more on me. I won't. Oh, gosh. I'm terrible at this. You remove the box of non-dog related raisins. That's a little better. I won't. I'm really, like I said, I'm very bad at this game. Okay, so Snowdrake, how rude. No! Our fate rests upon you. Don't worry. I am determined. You know what's funny though? I'm a lot less, I noticed that like I'm totally cool and chill until my partner comes in. And then I'm like, I have to be good. So I got way more nervous when Zenny came in last time. How did I do it this way? Who knows? No. Now, I already did it, and I don't remember how I did it. Isn't that how it goes? Yeah, I died. Okay, I remembered. What's over here? Woof. What a tiny doghouse. It's a snow puff. Mm-hmm. And this is a snow puff. What's a snow puff? This, however, is a snow puff. You know, one of these is not going to be that, and alright, surprisingly, it's a snow puff. Well, you don't have to be cheeky with me. Snow puff. Wow. Is it really a snow puff? Well, one of them isn't going to be. Behold, a snow puff. Ordered my Starbucks at an airport once and told them my name was Jazz. They heard Jez. Oh no. Well, I guess it's better than hearing a different word. 30. Heck yeah. Watch this one be like a cursed one. Dog. Hello. I'm glad I went this way this time. No, I'm not. It's the greater dog. It's so excited that it thinks fighting is just play. Greater dog is watching you intently. Play? Alright. Well, of course I went the wrong way. Besties. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We got 30 gold though. Abbers. Heck yeah. Abbers, thank you for the raid. My alerts aren't playing, but luckily I saw it. Hi. Welcome, welcome. Shout out to Abby. How was that game you were trying out? AH3AD. Ahead, I'm assuming, yeah? That's so cool. We've died twice already. And we've only started. But it's good. How are you? How was your stream? Yes, my name is Kate. I'm a fat, queer, death positive streamer. We're playing Undertale for my very first time, so no spoilers, please. Please? Super fun, only mildly rage-inducing. That sounds familiar. There was a dog, and then I thought it was real cute, and then it stood up and it was in full armor, and it got me. Because I'm really bad at dodging. But you knew that already, because you were here last time. Hello, friends. Yeah, I'm here Monday and Wednesday. Fun says, oh, I love this game, and that's all I'll say. Thank you. Yeah, I've never played, and I've managed to avoid spoilers, so thank you for that follow, friends. Yeah. I'm already like, I'm just not good at this very baby bullet hell. But thank you for coming and sharing your community with me. I mean, look, this dog just wants to build a little snow thing. This guy's just being judgmental as heck. Well, I gotta do this puzzle again, so... Well, hopefully I won't fall. So here, you met Papyrus yesterday. And so it looks like he probably made this down here because Sans is just a pile of snow. So, alright. Now I've done this twice, so I should remember, you think, right? I would hope so. And we gotta turn all the X's to O's. This one, and that one. We did it. How's your day, Abbers? How's it going? All right. There's a battle either way. No, it's this one, huh? It's like one more. So this one? No. They're all snow puffs until one of them has 30 gold in it. Oh. This one? Oh. It must be random. Alright. They're all snow puffs. Which I don't even know what that is. It's okay, kind of weird overall, but streaming was fun. How are you? Yeah, I'm good too. Started late because I had to run an errand for my cats. And I worked late before that, so I was like, oh, well, I have to go and do this thing. Here's the dog. He's going to kill us. He's very cute. He's still cute when he's big. He just can kill us. Let's see. He just wants to play. Look at, he's got a dog face on his spear and on his like greaves and his like stuff here. Is he really a dog? I think so. Look at that tail, but I keep reaching for the mouse. All right, let's see. Should I beckon him? He doesn't want to play with me yet. Call the greater dog. It bounced towards you, flecking slobber into your face. Aw, man. Greater dog is seeking affection. Alright. Then I will pet you. Greater dog curls up in your lap as it is pet by you. It gets so comfortable it falls asleep. Zzz. Or in like in Animal Crossing. Zee zee zee. Then it wakes up. It's so excited. Oh no. Oh no. 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 Greater dog is patting the ground with its front paws. First, I'm going to take my nice cream. That's very cute. Can we... Dang it. Fine. Stop. Does it want to play with me now? Make a snowball and throw it for the dog to fetch. It splats on the ground. Greater dog picks up all the snow in the area and brings it to you. Now dog is very tired. It rests its head on you. Greater dog wants some TLC. As you pet the dog, it sinks its entire weight onto you. Your movement's slow, but you still haven't pet enough. %. We're gonna die again. Pet decisively. Pet capacity reaches 100%. Dog flops over with its legs hanging in the air. Greater dog is contented. You won! Thank you. I am still about to die, so... Thank you. That was so cute. Should I go see Sans first? I feel like I should. I feel like I should go save my game. I know! Love its tail sticking out as it goes away. Me too, fun. That's so cute. Oh, I'm gonna have to do it again. That's fine. Whatever. Whatever, at least I can save. Knowing that dog will never give up trying to make the perfect snow dog, it fills you with determination. Maybe I don't have to do it. It was already... Yeah, we already did it. That's rude. That's very rude. I'm just sliding on through. Just slip sliding away. Oh, I had a little hat that time. Okay, now we're gonna go down. Oh, he's not there. Okay. Dang it. I'm so bad at this, y'all. Slightly less irritated. That's good. You remove the striped cane that says, I use this tiny cane to walk on it. That's a little better. Thank you, Abbers. Whew. Slightly less irritated. You remove the lenticular bookmark of a smug teen winking. Rude. A weight has been lifted. Gift Drop's problems have been taken away. Alright, so we're going to have mercy. I'm gonna spare it. Cool. Hmm? Ooh. Hello? Hello? It's a door. Viridian says, I need to wind down for the night and make some tea. Have an awesome night and have fun with Undertale. Thank you. Enjoy your tea. Get some good rest. And I should have said that when y'all came in. If you need to leave and take care of yourself, or go and get a snack, or go and get a drink, please do that and take care of yourself. I appreciate y'all being here and sticking around for the raid, but feel free to do what you gotta do. It is a door. Dang, it didn't open. Welcome in, Chuck. How are you today? Okay, let's go. Well, I'm not gonna say I'm not glad we went down there. Maybe it'll open up later? Question mark? I'm not actually asking, but maybe it will open up later. Oh, a big, long bridge. Ah! Would y'all cross this in real life? Gulp. Human. This is your final and most dangerous challenge. Behold, the gauntlet of deadly terror. When I say the word, it will fully activate. Cannons will fire, spikes will swing, blades will slice. Each part will swing violently up and down. Only the tiniest chance of victory will remain. Are you ready? Because I am about to do it. Well, what's the holdup? Holdup? What holdup? I'm about to activate it now. That doesn't look very activated. Well, this challenge, it seems maybe too easy to defeat the human with. Yeah, we can't use this one. I am a skeleton with standards. My puzzles are very fair, and my traps are expertly cooked. But this method is too direct. Away it goes. Phew. What are you looking at? This was another decisive victory for Papyrus. Oh, thanks, Fun. Good night. Yeah. Heh. Heh? Here I go. I don't know what my brother's gonna do now. If I were you, I'd make sure I understand blue attacks. Well, I don't, as we know. Like, I understand how they're supposed to work, but I always mess them up. Oh boy. Glad you got home safe, Jazzy. Welcome to Snowden. Welcome to Snowden Town. A shop. Hello, traveler. How can I help you? I would like to buy. Ooh. 11 HP. Eat it twice. Yes. Yes. I will take a cinnamon bun. Should I get something else? Maybe another cinnamon bun? Okay. You know I'll need it. She's so cute. Huh? Sell something? Does this look like a pawn shop? I don't know how it works where you come from, but if I started spending money on old branches and used bandages, I'd be out of business in a jiffy. Oh, don't worry. What to do here? You want to know what to do here in Snowden? Grillby's has food and the library has information. If you're tired, you can take a nap at the inn. It's right next door. My sister runs it. And if you're bored, you can sit outside and watch those wacky skeletons do their thing. There's two of them. Brothers, I think. They just showed up one day and asserted themselves. The town has gotten a lot more interesting since then. Town history. Think back to your history class. A long time ago, monsters lived in the ruins back there in the forest. Long story short, we all decided to leave the ruins and head for the end of the caverns. Along the way, some fuzzy folk decided they liked the cold and set up camp in Snowden. Oh, and don't think about trying to explore the ruins. Not wacky skeletons. I, for one, love the wacky skeletons. The door's been locked for ages, so unless you're a ghost or can burrow under that door, forget about it. Life is the same as usual. A little claustrophobic, but we all know deep down that freedom is coming, don't we? As long as we got that hope, we can grit our teeth and face the same struggles day after day. That's real. That's life, ain't it? Sure is. Bye. Bye now. Come again sometime. The sight of such a friendly town fills you with determination. Use the box? Yeah, what's in there? Nah. I don't need it. Hello. Hello. She's cute too. Welcome to Snowed Inn, Snowden's premier hotel. One night is 80 gold. Should I stay or should I go? I'm gonna explore some more. Well, feel free to come back anytime. Hello, can I talk to you? Mom says that sleeping can recover your health above your maximum HP. What's maximum HP? I don't know. Let's see if there's anything else to do. I don't want to get in a boss fight. I was going to say the same thing. Don't want to walk to the other side of town? Try the Undersnow tunnels. They're efficiently laid out. That lady over there. Something about her disturbs me. Is it because she... Well, what? Why? She looks perfectly normal to me. Isn't my little Cinnamon just the cutest? Bun buns are so adorable. Is it because the bunny's not a real bunny? Awful teens tormented a local monster by decorating its tree like horns. So we started giving that monster presents to make it feel better. Now it's a tradition to put presents underneath the decorated tree. Oh. Yo, you're a kid too, right? I can tell because you're wearing a striped shirt. Only kids wear striped shirts. Obviously. Okay. Hello. This town doesn't have a mayor. But if there's ever a problem, a skeleton will tell a fish lady about it. That's politics. Oh! Everyone's always laughing and cracking jokes, trying to forget our modern crises. Dreariness, crowding, lack of sunlight. I would join them, but I'm just not very funny. Oh. Oh, buddy. We all know the underground has problems, but we smile anyway. Why? We can't do anything, so why be morose about it? Well, yeah. Library. My favorite place. Hello? Hello? Welcome to the library. Yes, we know. The sign is misspelled. Wait, what did it say? I missed it. I love working on the newspaper. There's so little to report and we just fill it with comics and games. I love that. That look in your eye. You're someone that has trouble doing crosswords, aren't you? Jeez, when you gotta call me out like that? When I was younger, my teachers gave me word searches when they ran out of assignments. I thought they were a waste of time. But look at me now. I'm the #1 word search creator in the entire underground. Hell yeah, lady, I love that for you. Love that for you, bestie. Love, hope, compassion. This is what people say monster souls are made of. But the absolute nature of soul is unknown. After all, humans have proven their souls don't need these things to exist. Dang. Here I am, writing this book. A person comes in and picks up the book. They start reading it. Oh, sorry, I'm still writing that one. While monsters are mostly made of magic, human beings are mostly made of water. Humans, with their physical forms, are far stronger than us, but they will never know the joy of expressing themselves through magic. They'll never get a bullet pattern birthday card. What? It's a school report about monster funerals. Monster funerals, technically speaking, are cool as heck. Hell yeah. When monsters get old and kick the bucket, they turn into dust. At funerals, we take that dust and spread it on that person's favorite thing. Then their essence will live on in that thing. Am I at the page minimum yet? Kind of sick of writing this. I missed this green one. Monster History, Part 4. Fearing the humans no longer, we moved out of our old city, home. We braved harsh cold, damp swampland, and searing heat, until we reached what we now call our capital. New home. Again, our king is really bad at names. Because they're made of magic, monsters' bodies are attuned to their soul. If a monster doesn't want to fight, its defenses will weaken. And the crueler the intentions of our enemies, the more their attacks will hurt us. Therefore, if a being with a powerful soul is struck with the desire to kill, let's end the chapter here. Oh. I don't want to hurt any of you. You're so sweet. Now, huh? It's a mailbox overflowing with unread junk mail. Oh, that sounds like my mailbox. Whose house is this? It's locked. Oh. It's locked from the inside. Alright, I don't want to leave. Are we floating in water? Whoa. Alright. Whoa. Let's go in the food store and get some hearty meals. I have not murdered anybody, Jazzy. I wouldn't dream of it. Oh. I bet you'd have a really bad time in here if you had killed people. Right? Don't you think? I think you would. Oh, my bangs. I hate them. I'm mad at them. No. Kate, stop looking at yourself. It only causes anger. Look at Calcifer. Calcifer's tending the bar. He's got a suit on. Wow. No matter where I go, it's the same menu, the same people. Help! I want new drinks and hot guys. Hello. Isn't human food different from monster food? It does things like spoil. And when you eat it, it passes all the way through your whole body. Disgusting. I'd love to try it sometime. Oh yeah. Lyrica got new emotes. They're so good. We're sentries, but we never get any respect. I wish those skeletons would throw us a bone. We love bones. Yeah, but they need their bones. They're skeletons, you know? Those dogs are part of the Royal Guard, the elite military group led by Undine. She's rude, loud, and beats up everybody who gets in her way. It's no wonder all the kids want to be like her when they grow up. I mean, Yeah. Art project. Did you make them, Lyrica, yourself? I'm very impressed. Even if they weren't made by you, the idea. Chef's kiss. Is that a burp? Okay. I love that. I put out a line for some girls today. Someone told me that there are plenty of fish in the sea. Well, I'm taking that seriously. I'm literally going to make out with a fish. Alright. Live your dream, Bessie. It's playing poker against itself. It appears to be losing. How do you lose against yourself? I don't get it. Who's this cool cat over here? Capital's getting pretty crowded, so I've heard they're going to start moving here. I don't want to see the erasure of our local culture. But I definitely want to see some city slickers slip onto their butts. The jukebox is broken. Oh, man. What's this funky song, then? I love it. Grilled said he'd offer you a glass of water, but he doesn't touch the stuff. Oh, that makes sense. He's fire. He's like literally fire. Hello. I'm thinking of getting a spiked collar to show off my personality. It makes a statement like, attach a leash to me and take me for a walk, please. Wish I had my special bag at hand I could show you. My BDSM bag. It literally says, bees do so much for the environment. BDSM. Alright, I am going to sleep. Hey, Casey. Hi. Let me go to my raid screen. Hello, raiders. Welcome in. Casey. Planet Moonstars, welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid. How are you? Thank you for the follow. How was your stream? Oh, you're playing some Apex? Nice. It's good. I'm really loving this game. I've never played it before. Please, no spoilers. Please. Please. Yeah, so I've never played this game, Undertale. So I'm having a really great time. It kind of frustrating sometimes, but it's good. We did some Sleepy, ACNH, and then a few good Apex games. Nice. So yeah, welcome Raiders. My name is Kate. I'm a fat, queer, death positive streamer. Casey will bonk you, and so will Lyrica. So no spoilies. I stream Mondays and Wednesdays. Mondays we play games about death. And talk about it. But yeah, I'm here playing some Undertale. Thank you so much, Casey, for trusting me with your community. If you came in with the raid and you need to get a snack, take a break, take a nap, go to sleep, do whatever you gotta do, please take care of yourself. I appreciate y'all coming in and hanging out with me. We're about to take our own little nap in the game so we can get extra health, because I don't know, we're going places. Let me get my game screen back up. But yes, welcome. So I guess you are liking Animal Crossing then? Question mark? At least enough to play it again. Am I sleeping? They're really sawing some logs. They're really sawing. Well, that was wonderful. think I'm enjoying it now that I'm starting to get into the groove a little. Yeah. Yeah. She's so cute. You look like you had a great sleep. Which is incredible because you were only up there for about 2 minutes. Here's your money back. You can pay me if you're going to stay overnight. Well, here's the thing. I want to... Well... Can I... Thank you so much for the follow, friend. Welcome in. So I didn't get extra hearts. Or maybe is my time moving differently because I'm human? Yeah. So they said 2 minutes and I got my money back? Well, that's great. I think that worked out. Maybe I should go get some more health. I just want to save again now that we've done some exploring. I don't want to slap anybody. But yeah, maybe I'll get one more of these. Then I'll have like half of my... Yeah, that's good. I'll have half my inventory left. Have anyone that came in with the raid, have y'all played this before? Do you love it? No spoilers, please. I love it so far. Oh, okay, I went too far because I want to actually go up to the other way. Library. Library. I touched some mushrooms. What? I'm hoping that I didn't, like, hurt them. Hello? Ah, to be young again. The world sure felt boundless. This is Snow with a mustache? Let's play Monsters and Humans. Well, I am a human. Alright. Hello? Ah, what a beautiful knock. Maybe if I don't answer, I'll hear it again. Yeah, Jazzy says if anybody spoils, you're not invited to their birthday party. And from the sounds of it, it's going to be amazing. So. Ah, my patience rewards me. I love that. What's this? Hello? We're just not going to get to talk to this thick boy here. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Ah. I want to talk to you. You're so strong. Okay. Alright. Can I go? No. I guess I'll go up further in the neighborhood. Hello? Hi, Peanut. How are you? Shout out to Peanut. How you doing, friend? Oh, you're playing some Valorant. How'd it go? And last time you played? Still no worries. Welcome in. I'm glad you're here. Whenever y'all get here, you're right on time. Where are we? Okay. I don't know what we do over there, but maybe nothing. Maybe it was just a place for us to reflect on our life so far. I'm good. I don't even remember my last Valo games. How's the game going? It's going great. Have you played it before? It's my very first time. No, they did not let me in. Maybe that's where the skeletons live. Oh? Hello? Do I keep going? Never played but thought about it. I'm in a whiteout. It's a new experience for me. Human. Allow me to tell you about some complex feelings. Feelings like the joy of finding another pasta lover. The admiration for another's puzzle-solving skills. The desire to have a cool, smart person think you are cool. I think you're so cool, Papyrus. Don't even worry about it. These feelings. They must be what you are feeling right now. Yep. Yep, Bestie. Absolutely. I can hardly imagine what it must be like to feel that way. After all, I am very great. I don't ever wonder what having lots of friends is like. I pity you, lonely human. Worry not. You shall be lonely no longer. I, the great Papyrus, will be your... No, this is all wrong. I can't be your friend. You are human. I must capture you. Then I can fulfill my lifelong dream. Powerful, popular, prestigious. That's Papyrus, the newest member of the Royal Guard. He likes to say, "Nyeh." Yeah? Yeah? Papyrus remembered a bad joke Sans told and is frowning. What? Flirting? So you finally reveal your ultimate feelings? Doesn't he, though? He looks so fabulous. Those boots, the cape, the stance. He's doing like a JoJo pose. Incredible. Well, I'm a skeleton with very high standards. I can make spaghetti. Oh, wait. But he wants to be... Oh no, you're meeting all my standards. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yep. I know. What's up, bud? I guess this means I have to go on a date with you? Let's date later after I capture you. Okay. Papyrus is thinking about what to wear for his date. You look great as you are. Oh no! Let's date later after I capture you. Papyrus is thinking about what to cook for his date. Just gonna keep flirting with you. You flirt, but to no avail. Seems acting won't escalate this battle. Let's date later after I capture you. Papyrus dabs some bone cologne behind his ear. How selfless. You want me to feel better about fighting you. I don't deserve such hospitality from you. Oh my god. This is the best. Papyrus dabs marinara sauce behind his ear. Uh-oh. Oh no. Here's the thing. Let me check our status here. Can't do it yet. Okay, so we're going to... Papyrus is what people should aspire to be like. Yeah. All right, should we try flirting again or insulting? Either one worked last time. There's no need to lie to yourself. Your barbs hide a hidden affection. You emotional cactus. That's me. Yep, I'm so prickly. Papyrus dabs MTT brand Bishy cream behind his ears. Don't waste your words on me. This is lovely first Date etiquette, if I do say so myself. Anime powder. Uh-oh. Oh no. So vulnerable. You are... Oh, the power of anime is too powerful. You insult, but to no avail. Okay. Okay. Don't waste your words on me. Do I give him something? Cute juice. So acting won't. Actual question. Do I actually have to fight him? I don't want to. I love him so much. I'm legitimately asking. I don't have a code word. I should probably come up with one. So you won't fight. Okay. Then let's see if you can handle my fabled blue attack. Ah. Thanks, Lyrica. You're blue now. That's my attack. You're blue now. I wonder what I should wear. Ugh. Yogurt? Beauty yogurt. The music got cooler. Try holding the up button to jump. Okay. Papyrus realizes he doesn't have ears. What? I'm not thinking about that date thing. Ah! Papyrus is rattling his bones. Hold up longer to jump higher. Jeez. I did it. Papyrus is trying hard to play it cool. Yeah, don't make me use my special attack. Ugh. You're too weak. I was easily able to capture you. Oh no. Oh no. I will now send you to the capture zone. Or, as Sans calls it, our garage. You're in the doghouse now. I should have taken some medicine. Or was that supposed to happen? Hello? It's a note from Papyrus. Sorry, I have to lock you in the guest room until Undine arrives. Feel free to make yourself at home. Refreshments and accommodations have been provided. Dog food? Nyefully yours, Papyrus. Unfortunately, it's just dry food. It's a squeaky chew toy. Well, I'm gonna take... Oh, I have 20 out of 20. I don't need to. I haven't called... Well, I'm not supposed to talk to her anymore, so... Perhaps I won't. Well, this is boring. Oh, wait. I can just get out because... Hi, Zenny. Welcome. Shout out to Zenny, my partner in crime and life. Also, just recently started streaming on that affiliate, grind. Makes music, plays games. All around great person. Life is crime. Yep. Be gay, do crimes. That's what we do. Oh, check it out. I'm just free to go. Oh, wait. Do I need to go float? Question. Yeah, how's your... I know I just saw you and we just ate Taco Bell, but How's your night been going? Since I last saw you a few minutes ago. Do I jump in? What's happening? Can I make it through that blizzard? I want to talk to you. I feel like there has to be something to do. You know? But what? I should save my game. I love to save my game. Oh no, Ableton crashed and refused to reopen, so I restarted my computer and everything seems to be good, but man, what a vibe killer. Absolutely. The heck? I guess now that I've saved, I can go up and see if I can jump in the water and what happens. Let's see. Nothing happens. Yes. Yes. We met the armor dog. And played with it. It killed me, but we beat it in the end by playing with it. I need to stop looking at myself because my bangs are driving me up the wall. Do I just go back? I guess. Don't worry about it. Is it Sans this time? Nope. Do I have to fight him again? Oh, where could that human have gone? Wait, it's right in front of me. Hello, I was worried that you had gotten lost. Sure is a relief to know that you're right here. Wait a second. You're not supposed to escape. Get back there. Let's date later, after. What do I do? I don't deserve such hospitality from you. What? I'm not thinking about that date thing. No way. No way, bestie. Oh. I know. I'm not timing it well. I think I got all those health items. Yeah, don't make me use my special attack. Gets them every time, the marinara. I can almost taste my future popularity. Dang it. Just to be safe, because I'm really bad at this game. Oh no. Unparalleled. Spaghettore. Oh, I missed. Attraction slime. Undine will be really proud of me. Oh no. I told you I was bad at this game. He won't even want to leave. He's upgraded, I guess. It doesn't seem like it. I have to just hold up. I don't know. How is this an upgrade? Please ask before you escape. When you went missing, I got worried sick. Slightly bone trusselled papyrus. Well. Here we go again. I still think I have one more cinnamon bun. Suppose it's my fault. I told you before that I would make you spaghetti. It's only natural that you'd want to see me. In the dire hope that I would make you some. Well, I understand. Papyrus is hungry too. Hungry for justice. Yeah, exactly. Wonder what I should wear. Oh, I'm not blue anymore. Oh, I am. Yeah, no, I can't double jump. I tested it. Of course not, bestie. Oh, what if I literally just held the up button? I think it... Okay, let's try that. I am gonna do this. That seems to work. Head of the Royal Guard. Damn it. Nope. I'm the persistentist. Won't work on me. And if you think you are persistentister, that is wrong. Grammatically wrong. Because the correct form would be not as persistentist as papyrus, the persistentistist. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. If you're just looking for a place to stay, just ask. You don't need to fight me. Your host, Papyrus. Frustrating. I'm gonna buy more health. Maybe I should go to sleep as well. I love how that girl was like, I know you're a teenager because you are also wearing a striped shirt. Hey. I love this part. Thank you for the hydrate. I'll actually drink water and not my Diet Coke. It's beautiful. Just lovely. No, not so far. All good. 2 raids from pals, so I knew they wouldn't come from there. So I left there for about 2 minutes. Here's your money back. You can pay me if you're going to stay overnight. Haha. It is nice. I agree. I'm gonna buy some more health. Lyrica will bob, and so will Zenny. So I have 2 cinnamon buns and 2 bicycles. I like how they're called bicycles, and then when you eat half of it, it's a unicycle. Yeah, well, if you ever want a mod, you know, if Zenny is not around, or then, you know, I always need more folks. It's, you know, makes me more comfortable to have more people. But come again sometime. I will. Unless I get out of here, you know. Oh. I can't believe those teens decorating that poor deer. Yeah, Zenny could use... I'm on for Zenny. Let's do this. You're back again. I finally realized the true reason why. You just miss seeing my face so much. I'm not sure I can fight someone who feels this way, but mostly I'm getting really tired of capturing you. Fight Papyrus? No. Okay, I guess I'll accept my failure. Oh, that was easy. Yo, I can't even stop someone as weak as you. Undine's gonna be disappointed in me. I'll never join the Royal Guard, and my friend quantity will remain stagnant. What should you say? Let's be friends. Really? You want to be friends with me? Of course. Well then, I guess I can make an allowance for you. Wowee, we haven't even had our first date, and I've already managed to hit the friend zone. Friend zone? Come on, man. Who knew that all I needed to make pals was to give people awful puzzles and then fight them? You taught me a lot, human. I hereby grant you permission to pass through. Yeah. And I'll give you directions to the surface. Continue forward until you reach the end of the cavern. Then, when you reach the capital, cross the barrier. That's the magical seal trapping us all underground. Anything can enter through it, but nothing can exit. Except someone with a powerful soul. Like you. That's why the king wants to acquire a human. He wants to open the barrier with soul power. Then us monsters can return to the surface. Oh, I almost forgot to tell you. To reach the exit, you will have to pass through the king's castle. The king of all monsters. He is, well, he's a big fuzzy pushover. Everybody loves that guy. I'm certain if you just say, "Excuse me, Mr. Dreamer, can I please go home?" he'll guide you right to the barrier himself. I'm so sure. Anyway, that's enough talking. I'll be at home being a cool friend. Papyrus, I love you so much. Feel free to come by and have that date. Oh, I will. Is he skipping? I love him. My God. I love him so much. This is an echo flower. It repeats the last thing it heard over and over. Well, what did it hear? Oh. Yo, are you sneaking out to see her too? Awesome. She's the coolest, right? I want to be just like her when I grow up. Hey, don't tell my parents I'm here. Alright. Us striped shirts, we gotta stick together, you know? What? Haven't you seen a guy with 2 jobs before? Fortunately, 2 jobs means twice as legally required breaks. I'm going to grill bees. Want to come? I'm busy. Should I go? I mean, I got stuff to do, but... Like, will he still... Yeah. Well, if you insist, I'll pry myself away from my work. I mean... Look. Over here, I know a shortcut. But I didn't save. Fast shortcut, huh? Hey, everyone. Hey, Sans. Hi, Sans. Greetings, Sans. Hiya, Sansy. Hey, Sans, weren't you just here for breakfast a few minutes ago? Nah, I haven't had breakfast in at least half an hour. You must be thinking of brunch. But here, get comfy. Whoops, watch where you sit down. Sometimes weirdos put whoopee cushions on the seats. Anyway, let's order. What do you want? Burger. Hey, that sounds pretty good. Grillby, we'll have a double order of burg. Double order of burg. So I'm going to say next time I go to Burger King. Double order of burg. Make one impossible. What do you think of my brother? So he's extremely uncool, but that makes him cool in my eyes. In my book. In my book, he's cool. But I also... Like, what should I say to Sans, though? Of course he's cool. You'd be cool, too, if you wore that outfit every day. You're absolutely right. Also, your outfit's pretty cool, too, Sans. Just saying. He'd only take that thing off if he absolutely had to. Oh, well. At least he washes it. And by that, I mean he wears it in the shower. He's a never nude. Here comes the grub. Want some ketchup? Yes, please. Bon appetit. You tip the ketchup. The cap falls off and all the ketchup in the bottle pours onto your food. Whoops. Forget about it. You can have mine. I'm not hungry anyway. Anyway, cool or not, you have to agree Papyrus tries real hard. Sans is such a good bro. Like how he keeps trying to be part of the royal guard. One day he went to the house of the head of the royal guard and begged her to let him be in it. Of course, she shut the door on him because it was midnight. But the next day, she woke up and saw him still waiting there. Seeing his dedication, she decided to give him warrior training. It's still a work in progress. Oh yeah, I wanted to ask you something. Have you ever heard of a talking flower? Yes. So you know all about it. The echo flower. They're all over the marsh. Say something to them and they'll repeat it over and over. What about it? Well, Papyrus told me something interesting the other day. Sometimes when no one else is around, a flower appears and whispers things to him. Flattery, advice, encouragement. Predictions. Weird, huh? Someone must be using an echo flower to play a trick on him. Keep an eye out, okay? Absolutely. Thanks. All right. Wait, that flower that was talking to us and was a real jerk to us in the beginning, is that an echo flower too? Who's telling it to say that stuff to us? Well, that was a long break. I can't believe I let you pull me away from work for that long. Oh, by the way, I'm flat broke. Can you foot the bill? It's just 10,000 gold. No. Just kidding. Girlby, put it on my tab. By the way, I was going to say something, but I forgot. I hate that flower too. It's so rude. Hey, bud. So you came back to have a date with me. You must be really serious about this. I'll have to take you someplace really special. A place I like to spend a lot of time. Where are we going? My house! Yeah! Oh, heck yeah. This is my brother's pet rock. He always forgets to feed it. As usual, I have to take responsibility. The rock is covered in sprinkles. Sprinkles. It's a joke book. Take a look inside? Yeah. Inside the joke book was a quantum physics book. You look inside. Inside the quantum physics book was another joke book. You look inside. There's another quantum physics book. You decide to stop. Is that room on fire? Yeah, it sure looks like that. Let's investigate this. The door is locked. Okay. A classic image. It always reminds me of what's important in life. Okay. That's my room. If you finish looking around, we could go in and do whatever people do when they date. Go inside? No, I want to look at the TV. The couch. You touch the couch. It makes a jangling sound. You find a bunch of loose coins inside the couch. You got 20 gold. Hell yeah. Glad I looked. Ooh, it's my favorite game show. It says stay tuned for a new program, MTT. What? It's usually better than this. This is just a bad episode. Oh. Chapstick. Papyrus, some people be doing a lot on a date, bestie. Yeah. Like what do you have in mind? Also, what's this? Oh, kitchen. Impressed? I increased the height of my sink. Now I can fit more bones under it. Take a look-see. What? Catch that meddling canine. Curses. Sans, stop plaguing my life with incidental music. Oh. What's this sock doing here? It's a dirty sock with a series of notes on it. Sans, please pick up your sock. Okay. Don't put it back down. Move it. Okay. You moved it 2 inches. Move it to your room. Okay. And don't bring it back. Okay. It's still here. Didn't you just say not to bring it back to my room? Forget it. Oh my god. Oh. My brother always goes out to eat, but recently he tried baking something. It was like a quiche, but filled with a sugary non-egg substance. A pie? Papyrus is a savory person. He's got a savory palate. I'm definitely a sweets person. What do you prefer? Do you prefer savory snacks, salty snacks, or sweet snacks? I'm definitely a team sweet snacks person over here. How absurd. Pie is not absurd. Ooh, it's almost pie day. Savory. Says Zenny. That's the trash can. Feel free to visit it anytime. Aha! Interested in my food museum? Please, peruse my culinary art show. Half of the fridge is filled with containers all labeled spaghetti. The other half contains nothing but an empty bag of chips. All of the above. Yeah, Jazzy, I get that. Low spicy things and meaty things, says Zenny. Doesn't have to be meat. Yeah. Lyrica says, Amazon Fresh finally had Kewpie mayo, and I may have bought a case. Absolutely. Kewpie mayo is the best mayo. I make that TikTok ramen all the time, and you have to have the Kewpie mayo. It's the best. I love it. I also love a snack. I love a snack. It's my room. Alright, I guess we'll see what we're doing on a date. Cool. Race car bed. What are these? Ooh. Zenny, you do need to make that salsa again. Kewpie mayo is a brand of mayonnaise from Japan. I think it's made with more yolks than our mayo, and it's richer. It's so good. Like if you've ever had sushi, like if you go to a restaurant and get sushi, you get the spicy mayo. Sometimes they make it with the Kewpie mayo because it's so good. Yeah, Zenny makes a delicious salsa. Fire roasted cherry tomato salsa. It's the best. Yeah, it's just egg yolks where we use the whole egg. Yeah. Ah, yes. Action figures. A great reference for the theoretical battle scenarios. How do I have so many? Well, let's just say they're from a chubby, smiling man who loves to surprise people. Yeah, that's right. Santa. Awesome. Isn't that flag neato? Undine found it at the bay. I think it's from the human world. Now I know what you're thinking. Why would a human flag have a cool skeleton on it? Well, I have a theory. I think humans must have descended from skeletons. You're absolutely right. That book's one of my favorites. Advanced Puzzle Construction for Critical Minds. That next book's another one of my favorites. Peekaboo with Fluffy Bunny. You know, Papyrus contains multitudes, and I love him very much. The ending always gets me. Yeah. It's the computer. The internet. I'm quite popular there. I'm just a dozen away from a double-digit follower count. Of course, fame has a steep price. A jealous troll has besieged my online persona, always sending me bad puns in a goofy font. Is it Sans? It's Sans. It's Sans, isn't it? Hey, those are all the attacks I used on you. Great memories, huh? Seems like it was only yesterday, even though it basically just happened. There are no skeletons inside my closet, except me sometimes. Look in the closet. Yeah. Clothes are hung up neatly inside. Yeah, get some rest, Jazzy. Thank you for hanging out. I'm glad you got home safe, and I hope you get some good rest, and I'll see you soon. I will. Get some more berries so you'll have more next time. Thank you for the lurk. Race car bed. That's my bed. If I ever get to the surface, I'd like to drive down a long highway. Wind in my hair, sun on my skin. Of course, that's just a dream. So instead I cruise while I snooze. Papyrus, I love you. You're the best. You're just the best. Oops, I didn't mean to go back in there. I meant to go back. Why is Sans' room on fire? Wait. Alright, I guess that's it then. Now I should just be able to go. Right? I did it. I will save my game. Sound of rushing water fills you with determination. Whoa. This is a box. You can put an item in or take an item out. Why would you, though? You can't use items when they're in the box. Sincerely, a box hater. Alright, we met a box lover earlier. Use the box. If there's anything in there, there's not. So you've been in this area already? Nope. I have not. Does the box look like pancakes to anybody else? They definitely look like pancakes to me. I went back to that other area where Sans was, and that's when he was like, hey, we should go to the... Yeah, I already talked to them. Yeah, that was, I guess, right as you came in. I did talk to them. I swore I saw something behind that rushing water. Huh? There's a camera behind the waterfall. What? Now, can you go down there? No. A camera? But why? Oh. Ooh. There's a tutu lying on the ground here. Will you take it? You got the old tutu. But why? Why do I have a tutu? Yay, I did it. I don't think so. I touched them, but they just squeaked at me. That's all. Are we hearing game audio okay? Because I was watching the VOD and it was a little quiet, and I just want to make sure. Yeah, they just squeak at me. I don't know. It is a bit quiet. Okay. Hello. Hi, Undine. I'm here with my daily report. Regarding that human I called you about earlier. Huh? Did I fight them? Yes, of course I did. I fought them valiantly. Well, did I capture them? Well, no. I tried very hard, Undine, but in the end, I failed. What? You're going to take the human soul yourself? But Undine, you don't have to destroy them. You see... I understand. I'll help you in any way I can. Yo, did you see the way she was staring at you? That was awesome. I'm so jealous. What'd you do to get her attention? Ha. Come on, let's go watch her beat up some bad guys. Oh no, buddy. Here's the thing. She wants to beat me up. A feeling of dread hangs over you, but you stay determined. I know, little lizard kid. Gulp. When 4 bridge seeds align in the water, they will sprout. Oh. That was cute. Aaron flexes in. This seahorse has a lot of HP, horsepower. All of his attacks are harder to dodge at the bottom of the box. Check all you want. Smells like an underwater barnyard. You flex. Aaron flexes twice as hard. Attack increases for you too. Flex harder. Thrice as hard. Aaron, my dude. Exactly. Flexes himself out of the room. You won. I need to heal. What does this old tutu do? Old tutu, armor defense. Oh, finally a protective piece of armor. What am I doing? Look at the old tutu. I wish it showed on my body. Wish I could read what it said. Oh, I guess I can if I put a bridge up, eh? Where should I put the bridge, though? Oh, over there. If an error is made, the Bell Blossom can call bridge seeds back to where they started. Okay, but I think I just need to put them over here, no? So I can go in there. Oh, but will they fall down? Okay. But I saw a place to put them on the bottom. Oh, like right there, so that I can read the sign? No, because you have to have 4. Oh, I did it wrong. I guess I should go read that sign, eh? At least I have that. Okay, so... No, but there has to be 4. They won't blossom until there's 4 in a row. So if I... Yeah, that's what it said before. So I wonder if I could go down. If I can go down and do this, read the sign, and then maybe that'll help me figure out my next move. Congratulations! You failed the puzzle. That's rude. Well played, Toby. Well played. Do a little bell there. I will fight Toby Fox. I refuse to be made the fool. Let us duel. Yeah. So it needs to be 4. Because, like, I would think it would be here, but that's not going to be long enough. Yeah, okay. Thank you. Yeah, it's only going to be 3, so that's not going to work. On second thought, I'm not sure I have the right idea. Okay. Well, we'll figure this one out together. Now, if I drop it this way. Yeah. Because if I go... So, like, it's gonna work, but it's not gonna give me what I desire. Yeah, because they keep floating till they hit something, yeah. I know this is not the right way, but... Well, I did that much. Okay, thanks, Lyrica. Nope. That's not what I wanted. I wanted to be down further. I'm kind of curious what will happen if I do it like that. They have to be in a line, possibly, but maybe this will work. Yeah, no. Dang it. Hi. It's going pretty well, Tim. I'm in a puzzle right now. Because up at the top, it's only 3. Can we get a shout out for Timbo, please? Timbo is my brother and is really awesome and is working on reaching 100 followers so that he will play through all of the Kingdom Hearts games. So, and he has never played any of them before, so it would be his very first time. Oh, oops, we spelled it wrong. The waterfall pushes the water down, so the current goes down. So I think... Oh, wrong way. There we go. I mean, that's only 3 across, so what the heck? It's okay. We got there. Like, obviously that's 4 across. Yeah, what happens? Yeah, it just goes there. Yeah, no worries. Lyrica, I will take a hint, please. Just because I don't want to be here all night, even though the music is amazing. You want me to be here all night, Em? Well, we'll be here as long as we can, but I asked Lyrica for a hint because I'm getting kind of stumped on this puzzle, but actually, on the right track, the ledges aren't the only places you can launch flowers from. Okay. Oh, the bridge? But wouldn't that just go to the bottom? No, because if I do it there... No, that's only going to be 3. And they have to be in a line. Oh. Well, it made me more confused. Because, like... So if I can do it from somewhere else... Like, I shouldn't do it down here, because that's... Because if... Okay. Okay. I don't think this is gonna do it. Because it's gonna be too... Yeah, see, that's not gonna work. That's not going to work. So you have to pick up these, and they have to be in a row of 4. And you have to be able to make a bridge. Once they reach a row of 4, it'll make a bridge. See, but like that doesn't then Help me, because I can't get over there. Neither does it help if I do it right there, because then I can't get anywhere. Oh, I see. I think maybe. Let's try one more time. No, because that's not gonna help. No, I don't think so. So I should do it this way? Like that. Okay. Well, it won't make a line of 4 though. I guess it won't matter. Well, no, it will, because I can't cross it. I don't see how that's gonna work. Yeah, it's like, that's not... Okay. Okay. Ring. Hello, this is Papyrus. Thank you for the hints and the help. How did I get this number? It was easy. I just dialed every number sequentially until I got to yours. Thank you, thank you. So, what are you wearing? Oh no. I'm asking for a friend. She thought she saw you wearing a dusty tutu. Is that true? Are you wearing a dusty tutu? No. No, I'm not. Should I lie? Will it make the fight harder if I'm honest? So she'll prepare because I have... No? I can't lie to you. So you are wearing a dusty tutu. Got it. Wink, wink. Have a nice day. Click. M says, this is unrelated to the game, but do y'all ever get reverse paranoid while driving? What I mean is you've been following a car for a while and you sort of get paranoid for that person, projecting onto them that they're assuming you're following them. Yeah, I understand that. I mean, yesterday, my neighbor and I ended up at the same grocery store at the same time, so. And I was like, this is awkward. I'm going to sit in my car for a while. So pretty. A long time ago, monsters would whisper their wishes to the stars in the sky. If you hoped with all your heart, your wish would come true. Now, all we have are these sparkling stones on the ceiling. Wishing room. Thousands of people wishing together can't be wrong. The king will prove that. Washua! I hate driving so much. Oh. Yeah, I usually let Zenny drive. Then he says, mostly, wouldn't it be terrible if you hit that pedestrian or dog or whatever? Because why don't you dwell on that for a while? Because OCD is a blast. Yeah. Sorry, babe. Joshua, this humble germaphobe seeks to cleanse the whole world. Whistle as it cleans. Joshua is friends with a little bird. You ask Joshua to clean you. It hops around excitedly. Green means clean. Joshua is rinsing off a pizza. You eat the unicycle. Aw. Baby. I love you. I'm really bad at this, y'all. What does a bandage do? Oh, good. Alright, so we're gonna spare him now. M says, intrusive thoughts are real fun. I used to have to commute 45 minutes every day, both to and from work. And there was major construction. For about a month, there was a giant ditch dug next to the highway. And every single time I passed it, I thought, well, what if you just drove into that? Yep, I've been there. I also love Washua. He's so cute. Come on, sis, make a wish. I wish my sister and I will see the real stars someday. Look through the telescope? Yeah. Check wall. Ah, seems my horoscope is the same as last week's. I'm checking the wall. Maybe the wall up above? Sometimes it helps me to have someone like Kate tell me they're not my thoughts. Like, I know that from here, but hearing it from an external source is nice for sure. I'm always happy to do that if you need me to. What am I supposed to do to check the wall in here? Obviously, maybe they're talking about this wall. Ancient writing covers the walls. You can just make out the words. The war of humans and monsters. Why did the humans attack? Indeed, it seemed that they had nothing to fear. Humans are unbelievably strong. It would take the soul of nearly every monster just to equal the power of a single human soul. But humans have one weakness. Ironically, it is the strength of their soul. Its power allows it to persist outside the human body, even after death. If a monster defeats a human, they can take its soul. A monster with a human soul. A horrible beast with unfathomable power. It's an illustration of a strange creature. There's something very unsettling about this drawing. No! No! Hello? Yo, did you see that? Undine just touched me. I'm never washing my face ever again. Man, are you unlucky. If you were standing just a little bit to the left, yo, don't worry. I'm sure we'll see her again. I was so upset. I was so upset. Hi, Dizette, how are you? I know. What the heck? Oh. I will. This cheese has been here so long, a magical crystal has grown around it. It's stuck to the table. Squeak. Oh, the mouse. Knowing the mouse might one day extract the cheese from the mystical crystal, it fills you with determination. I know, how rude. Let's give it a shout out to Dazada. How are you doing? Have you ever played this game before? I have never played. Ooh, Age of Empires. That's a level of strategy game that I've never attempted. The only strategy game that I've played, well, I've played two. I've played Fire Emblem, and I've played, I mean, it's kind of like, it was kind of a strategy game. It was kind of like Dungeons and Dragons. It's called Wildermyth. It's really fun. Oh, never played it? Right on. Yeah, me either. I was gonna warn you about spoiling stuff, but I don't have to since we're in the same boat. I was so upset, y'all. I was very concerned. It's an odd looking telescope. Can I not? Hey, bud. Think about getting into the telescope business. It's normally 50,000 gold to use this premium telescope, but since I know you, you can use it for free. How's about it? Use the telescope? Absolutely. Well, it doesn't even work, bud. What is that? That didn't even do anything. Oh. You jerk. Huh? You aren't satisfied? Don't worry. I'll give you a full refund. Yeah, I was playing Age of Empires with a friend. We went, nice! Of course. You're welcome. Sans? You're so rude. What the hell? That does look like pancakes, and I do want some. Wait. Okay, what does the bandage do? Heals 10. Has already been used several times. Okay, well. Whatever. Hi! What are you? What's a star? Can you touch it? Can you eat it? Can you kill it? Are you a star? Yeah, I am a star. Okay. No, I'm not a star. I do sort of have some David Bowie like action going on with this pink eye paint going on. Wait, maybe I should go down first. Hang on. What is that up there? Oh, hell yeah, let's get some ice cream. I relocated my store, but there are still no customers. Well, fortunately, I've thought of a solution. Punch cards! Every time you buy an ice cream, you can take a punch card from the box. If you have 3 cards, you can trade them for a free ice cream. They're sure to get customers to come back. Ice cream, it's the frozen treat that warms your heart. Now just 25 gold. Thank you. Oh wait, what's this? Ancient glyphs have been painted over with a list of 21 different flavors. I don't need to use the box. Box contains 1 card. Take a card? You got a punch card. Cool. Then I'll get a free one. I love a punch card. That business model truly works on me. Even though even the Starbucks ones, which doesn't really make a lot of sense. Because it just costs so much money to get a free drink. You hear a passing conversation. So, don't you have any wishes to make? Oh. Just one, but it's kind of stupid. Uh-oh. Oh. No worries. It's a pair of ballet shoes. Will you take it? What do the ballet shoes do? Weapon 7. I don't want to wear them because I'm not using any weapons. Except maybe on Undine. I guess she didn't... well, maybe not. Because she didn't kill them. Oh, I just thought she did. Ring. Hello, this is Papyrus. Remember when I asked you about clothes? Well, the friend who wanted to know, her opinion of you is very murdery. But I bet you knew that already. And because you knew that, I told her what you told me you were wearing. A dusty tutu. Because I knew, of course, after such a suspicious question, you would obviously change your clothes. You're such a smart cookie. This way you're safe and I didn't lie. No betrayal anywhere. Being friends with everyone is easy. Should I drop it? But it gives me defense. Yeah, more mold smalls. I love them. They're just down here laying down being sexy. Which, honestly, I aspire to that. So weird. You're passing conversation. Don't say that. Come on. I promise I won't laugh. This area is so cool. Uh-oh. The power to take their souls. This is the power that humans feared. Hello? Hello? Hi? Please don't hurt me. Huh? Hello? Hello? Hey there! Noticed you were here. I'm Onion-san. Onion-san, you here? Onion-san! Hi! What's up? Why are you following me? You're visiting Waterfall, huh? It's great here, huh? You love it, huh? Yeah, me too! It's my big... Oops. My big everywhere? What is that what it said? Even though the water's getting so shallow here, I have to sit down all the time, but... Hey, that's okay. It beats Moving to the city. Oh, big favorite. Thank you. And living in a crowded aquarium like all my friends did. And the aquarium's full anyway, so even if I wanted to, That's okay though, you hear? Undine's gonna fix everything, you hear? I'm gonna get out of here and live in the ocean, you hear? Hey, there. That's the end of this room. I'll see you around. Have a good time. In Waterfall. I love you, Onion-san. You're my big favorite. Shiren hides in the corner but somehow encounters you anyway. I thought maybe I could spare. Tone deaf. She's too ashamed to sing her deadly song. Shiren pretends to be a pop idol. You wave your arms wildly. You are now vulnerable to electric attacks. Fantastic. Hum hum. Smells like music. You smile. You ask to see Shiren smile too. Shiren gets quieter. In the corner, Aaron nods his head approvingly. Shiren taps a little beat with her fins. You hum a jazz ballad. Shiren follows your melody. Shiren seems much more comfortable singing along. Oh boy. Shiren seems much more comfortable singing along. Yay, we did it. The northern room hides a great treasure. What is this one? This power has no counter. Indeed, a human cannot take a monster's soul. When a monster dies, its soul disappears. And an incredible power would be needed to take the soul of a living monster. There's only one exception. The soul of a special species of monster called a boss monster. A boss monster's soul is strong enough to persist after death. Only for a few moments. A human could absorb this soul, but this has never happened. And now it never will. I mean, I'm afraid that the treasure is a lie. A haunting song echoes down the corridor. Won't you play along? Only the first 8 are fine. What does a circle mean? Left, down, right, up. There's a piano here. Play it. I mean, I'm gonna be terrible at this. thing is, I don't hear a song. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I have to just hold enter. Let me see. Haunting song echoes down the corridor. Won't you play along? Only the first 8 are fine. Bye. I don't know. I'm not hearing anything. Yeah, but that's just... But I followed the markings, and then I did them in a different order, and nothing happened. Do I have to do it 8 times? Maybe I do it... Okay, let me try this again. Yeah, nothing happened. Is there a secret tunnel? Nope. And I went in different corridors. Well, I guess I can always come back if I find out the song that it's supposed to be. It's a statue. The structures at its feet seem dry. Interesting. I don't know what to do with that. Please take one. Umbrella. Huh? Take an umbrella? Take one. Oh. Put the umbrella on the statue? Yes. This is a Zenny puzzle. This is not a Kate puzzle. Ah. I did a print screen. A screenshot. I'm cheating. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay. Inside the statue, a music box begins to play. That's not cheating. It's using the tools you have at your disposal. I'm glad they didn't limit this puzzle to the musically inclined. Yeah. Like that one in Silent Hill, almost. Almost. You can still get it, but if you don't have that particular skill set or haven't worked to like hone that skill set. Ooh. Secret tunnel. I can already hear Lyrica had on their on their stream thing. What's it called? Stream deck. Someday I'll get one of those. It's a legendary artifact. Will you take it? Through the mountain. Carrying too many dogs. Too many dogs? What do you mean? Do I need healing? No. Okay. Annoying dog. A little white dog. It's fast asleep. What? Where did that come from? Where did he come from? I'm not complaining, except I would like this thing. I guess I go see Onion Son again and see if I can drop anything off in the box that I don't need. That song getting popular on TikTok is what got me. Did you hear? You're back. Convinced by my husband to watch Avatar: Last Airbender. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I've tried multiple times to watch that show. I haven't been able to. It hasn't grabbed me. Someday I'll get around to it. Onion Son's gonna tell us a big secret. I'm starting a band, you hear? It's called the Red Hot Chibi Peppers. All I've thought of is the name. And I don't play instruments or sing. Well, do you think we'll be popular? Yeah. Yeah, me too. Never gonna insult you, Onion Son. You're too cute. Look at you. Look at you go. Oh, I gotta go through all this whole rigmarole. That's okay, it's a pretty song. Washo, can you please clean me? Green means clean. Oh no. Washo's rinsing off a pizza. Oh. Washo's ready. Bye, Washua. Love you. I don't need these. But I didn't even have it all. Oh yeah, I already went there. A duck. A duck. Where's the duck? I want to see the duck. Give me the duck. It's a casual request. Is that an onion? Yep. It's onion song. Where's the duck though? Oh, is that what it is? Huh? I'm confused. I don't know what's happening. Washua and Aaron appear. Oh, just went right into that when I pressed the wrong button. It's admiring his own muscles. Washua. I'm very confused. Yeah, Onion San is an onion. Aaron has a 12-pack and is too buff. Absolutely. Now, Washua, I could see being like a paper towel roll. I'm confused, but that's okay. Dang it. You know what? I'm gonna flex on you. Wash you face. Wash you face. Washu is definitely an old school washing machine. Oh no, it's just an Elmo TikTok. Oh. My brother's name is Aaron. This Aaron has similar vibes. Dang it. That one was confusing. I just want to be clean. Excellent. No need for a swimming suit. Ugh. What a waste. I will hydrate in 1 second. Dang it. Yeah, he flexed himself out of the room. I won. All because I wanted to find a duck. What the heck? This is what happens, you know? You go searching for a duck, you get got. Well, hello, Onion San. Onion San, Onion San. Oh, did you hear? I got nothing else to talk about. Okay, I'm gonna just vibe. It's cool. It didn't matter anyway. You had used up all my health for no reason at all. No reason. Music continues and doesn't stop. Yay. Yo, you got an umbrella? Awesome. Yeah, come on, bud. Let's go. Yeah, I know. I know the feeling, Onion-san. Man, Undine is so cool. She beats up bad guys and never loses. If I was a human, I would wet the bed every night, knowing she was going to beat me up. You know, that's a little too real for me right now, bud. So, one time, we had a school project where we had to take care of a flower. The king, we had to call him Mr. Dreamer, volunteers to donate his own flowers. He ended up coming to school and teaching the class about responsibility and stuff. That got me thinking, yo, how cool would it be if Undine came to school? She could beat up all the teachers. I bet she could, but why would she? Maybe she wouldn't beat up the teachers. She's too cool to ever hurt an innocent person. I'm an innocent person. That's some spicy shade, Umbrella Buddy. Absolutely right. As a teacher, I take offense. Yeah, as a former preschool teacher, I also take offense. Literally a child. I'm literally a child, exactly. I also used to be, well, not, yeah, I also used to be a preschool teacher, Erica. I don't know, was it preschool that you taught? It's preschool that I taught. Yo, this ledge is way too steep. Yo, you want to see Undine, right? Put up your umbrella and climb on my shoulders. Oh, you aren't going to be able to climb with an umbrella. You returned the umbrella. Oh, nice. Yo, you go on ahead. Don't worry about me. I always find a way to get through. Yeah, clearly. Oh, boy. Oh, buddy. Yay, another save point. I think we might call it there. Humans, afraid of our power, declared war on us. They attacked suddenly and without mercy. The serene sound of a distant music box. It fills you with determination. In the end, it could hardly be called a war. United, the humans were too powerful, and us monsters too weak. Not a single soul was taken, and countless monsters were turned to dust. R.I.P. monsters, I know. Well, I think we're gonna call it there for tonight. It's getting late. See if we can find someone to raid. Going to close the game. I'm going to go to chatting. Close. Of course. Thank y'all for being here. Thank you for modding. Thank you for the raids, Avers and Casey. Who is live right now? Let's see. Put my music back on. It's probably loud. Maybe not. I have no concept anymore of what's loud on my computer. I'm gonna bounce before the raid. Have a wonderful night, Kate. Thank you. Thanks, Em. I hope you have a wonderful night as well. It's like not very many folks on. Let's go to peer-to-peer. See if we can find somebody. Find a new friend tonight. I hope everyone had a good time. I have had a good time. I feel like I'm getting better-ish at this game, but also not. But that's okay. Just having a time. It's like I don't remember how to use peer-to-peer anymore. I'm just like, Looks like a cute game. I was like, oh, it's me. And like similar vibes. Oh, is Anya still alive? Why didn't I see them on there? Oh, they are still alive. Yeah, they're doing a charity stream, so we're gonna go see Anya. Call me Anya. I just did not even see their name on there. Let's go there. They're doing a charity stream to end MS. So we gotta go over there. And it's a longer stream, 12 hours. Let me make sure that they're not gonna wrap up anytime soon. Mute that site real quick. Oh, they've been going way longer than that. It looks like they're ending. Of course. Of course they are. That's okay. That's all right. Goodness. Now what do we do? It's arguably, oh, thank you, Lyrica. Arguably a harder way to play through, so I'm doing great. I am doing great. Thank you. I hope everyone has a good night. Maybe it is pretty late. I'm wondering maybe. Is this somebody who? Where do I know them from? Yeah, my brain is soup. So for the first time in a while, maybe we won't raid anybody. That's kind of seems sad to do. I'm having that thing where like I can't decide who to go see. Does anybody else have someone live that we should go hop in and see? Because with peer-to-peer, I'm just spoiled for choice. So I have too many options and I can't pick one. Yeah, maybe we just don't raid anybody. It seems sad, but it is late. I need to feed the cats. Yeah, it's gonna be hard for me to wait till Monday to play this game, but I will. I will wait until Monday to play. I don't know how much longer we have. But thanks everyone for hanging out. I can't not raid somebody. There's something wrong with me. There's just something very wrong with me. What is that game? Oh, it's the Secret of Monkey Island. I truly cannot make up my mind. No, I'm gonna call it. Even though got nice raids. I need to just go to bed. I love y'all so much. Thank you for hanging out with me and bearing with me and waiting to raid. I don't think we're going to, but I really appreciate y'all being here. And I'll see you on Monday for when we play more of this game. Yeah, thanks for the hints and the love and the hanging out, and I appreciate you all. And I will see you on Monday. Good night.